Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We have got a Jake reveal today. This is my darling fiance. He did that.
Stuff in my face.
So we've just got snacks and we were like, now is a good time to do it, because I asked you guys a load of questions. No, you asked me a load of questions, about the pair of us, because I feel like I've never really, in the 2 years we've been together, I've never really shown you guys Jake because you're so not anti-socials, but you're so bad at it. Like your business side and stuff, he's not very good on socials, bless him.
I'm awful.
So every time a camera gets put up, he gets a bit like, so I thought now was the time, now we're engaged, for you guys to get to know him. So we're going to answer some of the questions that you've asked. We're going to start off easy for the poor boy and then get into it. So the first one is, how did we meet? You can take this one.
So you can eat that chicken select that's been waving in your hand for... So we met at my work. I own a little gym facility, and I had a message on Facebook from a woman who I'd never spoken to, saying, asking if we had spaces for the class that evening, and I said yes, and she said, is there space for 2 people, because I'm going to drag my daughter along to it. The answer was yes, and then an hour later in walks your lovely mother, dragging you with her, and you said that you'd been to a gym class, right? You'd been to one before.
Yeah, I was in a phase of my life where I was just going to the gym a lot, and so I was like, yeah, I'll join you to a boot camp. It was a new facility in our area, and so mum wanted to go, so I was being a supportive daughter, and walked in, met, became friends, and then a few months later decided to see if we could be more than that.
Yeah.
And we could. Okay. Next question. This leads on to this one. First impressions of one another. I'm so cross. Give me one of yours.
No.
Give me one of your selects. You cheeky bugger. First impressions of one another. I'll go first. When I walked in on that first gym session, Jake was laughing with a load of ladies there. So I was like, player. I also thought like
Clients.
I also thought that because he was sort of on the background, I thought Rich, who worked with Jake, ran the place. So I was there like, oh, a very good looking boy, but maybe this isn't what he wants to do or something. But just because he was micking around, I didn't know that he actually owned the place. So I was sort of, first impressions, I don't know what mine were. I was like fit, but it's just not going to happen. But how wrong was I?
Yeah, those are pretty similar to mine, really.
What? You have to say your own.
Fit. Well, okay, but they are really similar. I walked in, damn, okay, but damn, in a more professional manner.
Be professional.
Just thought, damn. And then someone was like, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's Harry. But I was like, who? But she's a big deal. She's got like 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Now I have it over there.
I was like, for what?
For what?
Apparently it was cooking. Could have been anything at that point, to be quite honest. And then, like, I think if I'm being like completely honest with you, I thought, is she going to be like is she going to be sort of big time in it? Are you going to be like really into yourself and, you know?
And here I am, very much.
But she is absolutely the opposite of that. You have been from day one, haven't you? So, haven't you? Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have.
So yeah, I think first impressions were like, well,
fit.
Is she going to be too cool for school?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fit, but don't you just know it?
I thought, to be fair, yeah, very similar. I was like, very good looking, but there'll be a reason that doesn't work, or like, I'll get the ick. But I never did.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'll never get. Okay.
Next.
What do you admire most about one another?
Oh.
I know mine.
Oh, go on then.
My one is, Jake never loses his head, ever. ever. We could be in an argument and I'm trying to be like, give me an emotion, and he never shouts. He never gets like
Cool as a cucumber.
angry. He never gets overstressed. He'll just be like, hey, chill, it's fine, everything will be fine. He's always calm, and I always love that because I'm a bit of a stress head. Just a bit.
My one about you, the thing I admire most about you is how thoughtful / caring. That might be two things, but you're very, very thoughtful all the time to everybody around you, and the sort of way that you operate is that, like, being thoughtful and making other people happy makes you happy, and that makes me happy to see.
God, I came across really well then. Thank you, Amy.
It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like I just stress out, and you are just never raises his voice unless I've really wound him up and I've been arguing for like 2 hours, but we never really argue.
No, sometimes I can just put you in front of a mirror and you can argue with yourself, so.
And it's usually after a drink. Okay,
I need some sauce, by the way.
you've got it? It's in your little bag, I think. Okay.
Not the smoky dip though, is it? That McDonald's. Not the smoky barbecue dip that I asked for. That's just
Also,
barbecue.
fun fact about me, I don't like condiments, really. Do I?
No, not really, no.
Like sauces. I can maybe dip a bit of a chip in, some ketchup, but that's about it. Okay, this one is, how was the proposal planning, and did you think you'd ever blown it?
I just had that food panic when, like, people come over to you in restaurants and you've got a mouthful of food. How was the proposal planning? Like, fairly stress-free. I sort of knew for a long time where I wanted to do it because we were going away, and you'd mentioned that you wouldn't want it to be like in public with loads of people, but so you'd want it to be private but surrounded by family and friends so that we could celebrate. And then we were going away to somewhere that you used to go as a kid, and it means a lot to you, so I was like, perfect. I sort of benchmarked that out in advance, so that was all fairly straightforward. Ring was straightforward. My brother helped me sort of liaise with people. We sort of had the ring made, and it was simple. Getting the ring over became more stressful
Because of my darling mother.
We were going away with family, Harry's family and friends, and I thought easiest thing for me to do is to give the ring to Jo. Okay? Jo then put it in her suitcase instead of having it in her backpack, which made the thing like a million times more stressful.
Like, if I had known this and known that she just put a fat diamond in her suitcase, knowing that that can just get lost and left behind, but not on her person, it's not insured. Oh my god, I would have screamed. And then we got to the other end, and I have been told this now. Mama's suitcase was like last off the conveyor belt.
The very last one.
And so Jake and Mum are like stressing, and I'm like, it's alright guys, if it happens, like we can get bikinis, I've got enough that Mum can borrow, all of that. Little did I know there's a fat diamond in it, and it did fall off, and everyone went, ugh, like that. And I was like, jeez, calm down.
The bag fell off, not the diamond. The diamond stayed in. So, yeah, and there was also a few moments where I was like being quite sneaky with my phone when we were away, because I was trying to organise with Jo, who was keeping the ring in her room in her safe. He's
never sneaking with his phone.
Trying to figure out when I could get the ring off her and plan the right place. And the day that I actually did it, Jo was down by the beach, we were up by the pool. She was then a couple of bottles of wine in, and I was wondering whether she was actually going to come back up on time. So then there was a moment where Harry had to be like, what are you doing with your phone? Like, you're never usually sneaky like.
Like taking it to the bathroom, taking it in with him to the shower. Like he'll listen to podcasts all the time, but he'll leave it in another room, and he was not. And I was like,
and I was messaging her mum.
He was just being like, it wasn't sneaky. He was just being like, oh, quick with taking his phone. And I was like,
so yeah, once we got through all that, it was all pretty straightforward. It didn't get blown. I didn't really have any reservations as to whether you were going to say no or not. I don't know.
I was going to say yes.
So that sort of made it less stressful.
I'm excited. This one is I just spat all over you. You're used to it. I've lost the question. Okay, when and how did you make the decision to propose? I actually don't know when you made the decision to propose.
I don't know specifically, but I just know that sort of. So we got engaged in August this year. I just know that it was sort of November, December the year before where I was like, right, I'm going to do it. We'd spoke about the holiday. I think we'd loosely booked the holiday in for August. No. So, yeah, so November, December of 23, we booked the holiday in. She had mentioned, like I said before, that she wanted to do it somewhere private with family and friends, all her loved ones. So it was at that moment where I was like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do them. And in my mind, I was always like, I know I want to do that. That's ages away. That's in 24. We're in 2023. And then when January hit, I was like, damn, it felt like it was round the corner. And then I started to be like, oh my God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So
you knew pretty, because then that must have been like, what?
Count out.
That's like 4 or 5 months after we were together. You knew you were going to propose.
6 months.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
7.
That's cute. Okay. This next one's just a quick one. How old are you both? What's your age difference? I'm 25. Be honest.
33. I'm being honest. You can probably tell if I come closer.
Got a few greys.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's an 8-year age difference. Is that right?
It's good maths for you. I was just had to double check. 8 year.
He's so old.
Birthday?
Jake's birthday's on Valentine's Day, so I don't ever get another Valentine's Day.
Jake's Day, 14th of Feb.
That's okay though. He did on last Valentine's Day though. We were in New York, and he did get me a rose on his birthday. So that's absolutely okay. Where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm on a job interview.
I want to have another cookbook out, a baby or 2, have our house nailed, like I would really like our kitchen to be done, and just be happy and healthy. Like if we're still doing what we're doing now in 5 years, I'll be very happy.
Yeah. We're obviously going to get married.
Oh yeah.
Quite clearly forgot about that.
In my head, I do often think we're already married.
And then I would definitely want a baby in 5 years.
A couple by then.
On to the second one, maybe, in the oven. Don't know.
In the oven.
House done and settled, and
I'd like our kids to be fairly close in age.
yeah.
See what's in the cards for us. But yeah, exciting. So sorry, because I've just realised that Jake's aircon's been on the whole time, and I feel like you can just hear it.
But there is also someone jet washing, so it might be that too.
No, I know for sure it's the aircon, and that was my fault. I should have.
This sound right now is the bag rustling as I get out a cheesy McCrispy.
Ooh.
Which I believe is
Has it got mayo in it though?
a seasonal, festive. Oh, it's got mayo and some sort of like fluorescent jam chutney thing.
Oh.
That might be quite minging, but we'll soon find out. Hang on.
Ew. Advice for the right person, wrong time. I'm gonna be outlandish here and say I don't think that's a thing. I think if it's the right person, you make it work. Whether you're a long distance, you've got too much work on, whether you're...
That's a 7.5 out of 10. Just let you know. Cheesy McCrispy. Get it now.
Is that actually? It's about to drip everywhere. Yeah, I think if you really love someone and you want to make it work, it should work. It shouldn't be hard.
I agree.
And we've both come to the conclusion, like, both been in previous relationships where in your head you're like, that just shouldn't have been as hard as it was. So I don't agree with right person, wrong time.
Oh.
If one of you's living in Australia and one of you's living in England.
Wait, because I know people who...
Wait.
And this is family friends, older, before phones. Some of you might be like, what the hell? What's the time before phones?
This is how old Jake is.
Whoa.
You're actually so grey.
They did the whole Australia thing back when they had to like write letters to each other and go to like phone boxes and stuff.
Like
and
Nana and Gramps did that when like...
Yeah. If people can get through wartime without seeing each other, yous lot out there...
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
You know, get through whatever it is wrong, travelling and
There's...
I don't know.
My
make it
worst
work.
thing about this generation is that things like cheating, or when you're seeing someone, you can be seeing multiple people. That's normal. That's not normal. That's not normal. Like, if you're seeing one person, you're courting them. You're, like, back in the day, you know, like, you'd take them out on a date.
You're courting them.
But, like, it's true. Like, Nana and Gramps. Could you ever imagine Gramps?
Philippa Gregory here.
Could you ever imagine Nana or Gramps dating anyone else?
No.
No, it's not.
They are ride or die and have been for
67 years.
a long time.
Like, what is that noise? If you are seeing someone who is also seeing other people and not making you number one, cut the cord. Get out. After 10 days, he told me he was in love with me.
I have these conversations with clients all the time because, you know, and like, we won't name names, right? But you have friends who you speak to, and I overhear these things, and I sort of weigh in from a boy's perspective. I'm like,
when a boy knows, they know.
You should know. And if there's this and there's that, and but if there's buts, then it's just not it.
Or they're gonna stay with you until they find something better, type thing. Like, I think men know within the first month of dating someone if that's gonna be a girlfriend or not.
Yeah.
You knew after.
I would say so. And I would just say, like...
How long did it take you to know that I was going to be your girlfriend?
Hours.
That makes me feel really good. But he did. He went, I love you. Will you be my girlfriend? A guy will... No. And if he's stringing you along for months on end, or you see him talking to other girls and you've been seeing him for 3 months, get rid. Get rid.
Without like going into the weeds of relationship advice, this isn't like things that might get on your nerves or stuff that they do that you don't like or whatever. Like, those are all things that you can talk about, but you should know gut feeling, both of you, if it's right and if it's exciting and if it's just moving forwards at a pace. I think the things that are right will just move forward, and I'll move forwards and
if
move
they
forwards.
make you a
And
better
if it's not,
person, yeah.
if it's stationary or moving sideways or going backwards, then like, don't waste time. This is sunk cost fallacy. People stay in things because of time they've invested into stuff. Just rip cord, get out of there, boom.
Ejector seat. But yeah, no, like, don't stress yourselves out about it.
But also, we don't know anything, so don't listen to us. Okay, disclaimer.
But I think anyone in a relationship would tell you, like, yeah, it's the whole, what is the film called?
Inception.
No.
Like, describe it. Who's in it?
I don't know whether it's called, like, Truth Hurts.
Who's in it?
A load of famous actors, like Jennifer Aniston.
Friends.
No.
No,
because I'm now trying to think. Bradley Cooper. Demi
Limitless.
Moore. No, shut up. Demi Moore.
What's Demi Moore?
It's basically a film, and it says 98% of people are the norm. Bum me, I'm so sorry. Are the norm, and then it's like 2% of people are the exception, and like don't think you're the exception. And you'll think about that when someone like.
What message are you trying to give here?
I'm trying to say, like, if you think this guy, you were the exception because you've been seeing him for 8 months, but he's been telling you that he loves you, so he must actually fall in love with you, and he hasn't said it yet. Get rid.
As a real boy.
Get rid. Doesn't mean anything. Why are we acting like we're gurus of relationships?
We're not. We're really not.
Talk to your parents and see what they say. If your mum tells you to get rid, listen to that. That's usually a good.
Or if your gut is telling you something's up, something's up. And like, this is probably going to go out to mainly females, right? I imagine. And this is just from a boy's perspective of females' intuition. Like, you're mostly always right. I'm probably the only male that's going to tell you that. Like, women's intuition's mad.
Mad. It is mad. That's know
why all
when
those
he's
tarot
lying.
card readers and crystal ball
They're
all women. Don't want to get copyrighted, Dasher. Because there's some weird shit going on. Sorry, swearing.
Okay, we've done 7 minutes talking about that question. Shall we move on? This is the last question. Okay, it's sort of just been answered in a way. How did you know so quickly for the commitment phobes? I don't know how to answer this question.
Yeah, without saying, I just knew. But that is an answer in itself, right? I know it sounds like a bit flippant, like if you know, you know. Like, I'd never known before, and
I think you knew before I did.
I just knew. I knew that you were absolutely everything that I was looking for.
Maybe.
Sexy.
I
Okay.
thought you were going to say sex.
Not
Sex is good
right?
too.
And more importantly than sexy, important, right? But like, just her family network, your
That's dodgy one.
kindness, like the way that we connected over like the word kindness was mad.
Yeah, on our first date, I said to Jake, I was like, if there is one word you could say to describe how you would want the future of, like, when you're married, one word to like be your sounding board and what you relate everything to.
Butchered that a little bit.
Well,
it was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, if there's one word you can choose
Yeah.
that you want to be your sounding board for marriage,
Yeah.
thank you, what would it be? And I said, on the count of 3, go 1, 2, 3, kindness. And we both said kindness at the same time, and we were both like, that was mad. That was a big one for me as well, because I was like, you get it.
And that was like 2 weeks in.
If that.
So
I think
back
that
to
we
the
were
question.
actually boyfriend and girlfriend at that point. Basically, we probably aren't the people to watch what to do, because in about 10 days, 2 weeks, we fell in love and were together. Like, it's just like when you know, like, we spent every hour together, and then the first night that I stayed over on like date 2, don't even judge me, don't even try, I just never left, and we've never had a day apart since, unless like I've been away for work or you've been on stag do's or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, without being cliche, when you know, you know.
You know?
I think, yeah, when you live together as well, you realise someone's actual character, and you're just calm, and you calm me, and you're great. You're just fab, babe.
You're fab too.
Yay. So that was a little get to know Jakey boy. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you want us to do another one, we're happy to come out and get more McDonald's. Not a problem with us.
I've got hair on my eye. That's fun. Don't know this one.
But yeah, we will. This will probably be going up this Sunday or next Sunday. I haven't decided yet. But it was lovely to chat to you all, and we will speak soon. Bye.
Bye.